Okay, let's start.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Are you ready?
No. Yes. Yes.
Not ready.
Yes.
Don't worry. We'll get you ready with some exercises. Today for mathematics, we're not going to do any new work. I just want us to practice some of the stuff that we have already done. So the first basic one that I want to start with, I open my whiteboard here, is simplifying fractions. We want to simplify fractions. So just a couple of ones that I'll give you, and I want you guys to help me to answer them on the whiteboard for simplifying some fractions. But we'll start off very basic, very easy. 8/10. Who wants to simplify 8/10? Now remember, when we talk about simplify, we talk about making it smaller, making it smaller. So what is the rules of simplification? First, lowest common multiple. And second, what we do on the top, we do at the bottom. So if we divide at the top, we have to divide at the bottom as well. Okay. So does anyone want to try and do this one on the whiteboard? Who wants to give it a go? Are you able? Let me just make sure. Yes, you are able to write on the whiteboard. Is there anyone that wants to try and simplify this fraction? Who's going to try? And show me what we have learned so far. Anyone? Does anyone want to simplify this fraction? Come on, let's get some help here. Let's see. I know you guys are good at mathematics. So let's see who's going to start us off with the first one. Let me do the first one, and then you guys have to help me with the next ones, because I know how to do it. I want to see if you guys know how to do it. So this fraction right here is now in its smallest form. It cannot get smaller. So here we'll get our 2 marks for simplifying our fraction. Okay. The next one, I'll write 4 or 5 of them down, and I want you guys to draw on the whiteboard. Answer the question. So that's 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. 7/14. Okay, who wants to try and do them? Anyone that wants to try and solve this simplification of fractions? Who's going to be brave enough to try? Let's see. Who's going to answer them? Someone has to answer them. We have 5 questions. Okay, Leon wants to answer 1. Who wants to join him? Is there anyone else that wants to join? We have 5 questions. Let's get 5 students to answer them. Thank you, Leon, for the first one. Can you also just write down what did you do to get to the fraction? With what did you divide to get to the fraction?
ในนี้มันว่าฉัน
7/9. Thank you, Jasmine. Well done. That's correct. This one is correct. Very good. This one is also correct. There's 3 more. Anyone else? We have Leon doing it. Thank you. Well done. This is correct. Let's see Poom doing it. What does he do? 1/9. Yes, very good. Very good. Last one is 1/2. Yes. So let's quickly go through and just see what we did. For those that did not want to answer here, let's just tell them what we did. So for number one here, we divide by 4 on top and we divide by 4 at the bottom. Okay. For number 2, we divide by 3 on top and 3 at the bottom. Number 3, we divide by 7. Divide by 7. Please always put your calculation in your solution. So giving an answer like this is fine, but I would like to see what you did to get to that answer. This one is divide 9, number 4. And number 5 is divide by 7 again. Okay, number 5. Very good. Thank you very much for those that helped. Let's look at some different fractions now. What about 21/6? How do we simplify that? 36/5. 99/8. 61/42. And the last one, 72/11. Let's see, how will we simplify these ones? These questions now, these 5 questions are all improper fractions. And they need to be converted into mixed number. Now a mixed number looks like this. This is a mixed number because this is a whole number. It's not a fraction, it's a whole number, but it also has a fraction with it. So it has 2 different types of numbers. So we call them mixed numbers. Okay, who wants to try and solve number 1? Let's see who is the best at mathematics in the class. Who thinks they're the best? So if you want to try, you can go ahead and write on the whiteboard. And I will help you where you struggle. Who's doing the first one? Who's doing the first one? Who's doing the first one? Come on, let's see someone trying to do it. Even if you make a mistake, it's fine. I just want us to try and solve it. Okay. Yes. So the first one here, you will get 1 mark. Leon, you will get 1 mark because your answer is correct. But we can still make this one smaller. So you keep it there. 3/6. We can make it smaller. So let me just take away this drawing. Then you have more space. 1/3. Yes, very good. Very good. Well done. There you get your 2 marks. 7 and 1/5. Yes, that is correct. Excellent. Well done. Looking good so far.
Baseball บาบาเลียนโกงมากเลย
11 and 3 over 8. Are we sure, Repum? Are we sure?
มันโกงตรงที่
What is 99 divided by 8? Is a big number.
ทีนี้เรื่องง่ายๆทำมาเป็นเก่งแล้วเนาะ
Let's test here. Let's test it here. Let's test it here. 1 times 8 is 8.
ด้วยใช้
Minus 1 is 9. I want. And you bring down the 9. What is 8 divided by 19? Is 2. And that will give us 16. Will give us 3. So this part, boom, this part is correct. This one. This one is correct. But this number, we have to have a 12 here. A 12 here. So this one is correct. I'm not sure if this is a 2. You have to tell me. But otherwise, the rest of the fraction is correct. Okay. Well done. We have one more. We have one more to do. Let's see. 11 times 6 equals 66. 66 minus 72 equals 6. So this one is also correct. 1 and 19 over 42. Do you think we can make this one smaller? Can we make this one smaller? Yes or no? Yes or no? This one cannot be made smaller. Why? Because the 19 is a prime number. 19 is a prime number. It can only be divided by itself, which is 19, and by 1. There's no other number that can go in there. And 42 is not a product of 19. So this one here is 100% correct. Well done. Well done, everyone. It's looking good so far. Now I want us, for those that want to help me, we can clear all of this. And now I'm going to make it interesting. So let me write it in text. Students give question for teacher to answer. So now you can try and ask me a question. Try and ask me a question. Let's see if I can answer your question. Okay. So you can write, I'll give you guys 3 options. There's number 1, number 2, and number 3. So you can create a question for me. So write down any question regarding fractions. It has to be about fractions. It can be adding, subtracting, multiplication, or division. You guys write the problem on the whiteboard and I have to solve it. Let's see how creative you can be with your questions. So who wants to give me my first question? Who wants to try and give a question to teacher and see if he can do it? Because I've asked you guys now 10 questions and you got them all correct. Let's see if the teacher can answer some of your questions. So who wants to start? Anyone want to give me a question to do? Anyone want to give me a question? Oh, just hold on just one moment. Yes, so who wants to give me a question? Oh, Tantan is getting here 3 cubed by 2 cubed. What is 2 cubed? 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So answer the 2 cubed is 8. Tantan. Yes, you can write there. You can write there, Jasmine. It's fine. Let's see. Give me a question. What is the most difficult question for you? You can write it down. Then I can do it and explain how it is done. Okay. Okay, what do you want me to do here? Simplify. What do you want me to do here, Jasmine? Do you want me to simplify or do you want to put the addition, subtraction, multiply, or divide? Or you can put convert to decimal. That's your choice. You can give me any question and I will try and answer it. Just to make sure that your teacher also knows how to do the questions. Because how can the teacher be teaching if he maybe does not know how to answer the questions? That's fine. 18 over what? 18 over 30. Okay, so Jasmine gave me the first one. Let us start. If you get a problem like this, and you might get one that has double-digit numbers, the best way for you to do it is write it underneath each other. So we know by the rules, the top part here we have to multiply, and the bottom we have to multiply. So the bottom is very easy. The bottom is 2,700 or 270. So 270. That's the bottom part. That's very easy. But the top part, teacher, how do you multiply 24 times 18? Oh, let me show you. 24 and 18. Let's go. What is 8 times 4? Equals 97. 32. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 3 is 19. Remember your 0 for your place value. That's 4. And that's 2. So we have 2, 3, 4. So this is our answer to the top part. 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. It's interesting how it worked out there. And now we have to make it smaller. It is improper fraction. Let's make it smaller. Anyone else? You can write question 2. Anyone that wants to? Jasmine, you can also write question 2 if no one else wants to. While I do this one. So here we know that 270 times 2 is 540. So this can only go in once. So equals 1. And we minus, we get a 2. We get 3, 1. That's a 6 and 1. 162 over 270. And now most people will stop here and say, wow, I finished. But we're not finished. We have to simplify. Let's start off very easily. And we divide it by 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. 162 divided by 2 equals 81. 270 divided by 2 equals 135. And this fraction, can it be made smaller? No. This is the fraction that it is. So our answer will be 1 and 81 over 135 for this question here. 1 and 81 over 135. Great. Anyone else want to give me a question? Anyone else want to give me a question? Then I will, once we are finished, I'll give you a couple more to do, but we can do them all together. Give me one more. Give me one more to do. Give me one more. Try and test teacher's brain. Teacher's brain is very fast. Give me one more. One more this side. And then this side we will look at different questions. Okay, so you guys don't want to test me anymore. Okay. Let's look at this problem I have here. Okay, let's wait for the next one here. 9 plus 16 is 25. 25. So when we have a problem like this, where we both have division and we have multiplication in the same question, what do we need to apply? A very basic mathematical standpoint, we call BODMAS. Have you ever heard of BODMAS? BODMAS means brackets of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So it means to say that when we have mixed problems with more than one sign, we have to look at our friend over here. And we'll have a lesson about BODMAS, but here we can see from top to bottom what comes first: division, then multiplication. So here we can put brackets around this number, and we know we're first going to do the bracket, and then we're going to do the other one, the multiplication. So how will we solve this one? 15 over 19. Is it multiply or divide? Multiply or divide? Who wants to give me an answer? Multiply or divide? Come on, who wants to do it? What do we do with the sign? What do we do with the sign when we divide? Oh, let me hear. What do we do with the sign when we divide with fractions?
Multiply.
Multiply. Yes, we change it to multiply. What do we do with the second fraction?
Six over 17.
Is it a 12? Is it a 12? 6 over 12.
Or 6 over 12.
Sorry, my handwriting is not the best. 6 over 12. We call this process that we move from 12 over 6 to 6 over 12. We call the reciprocal. So let's times. What is 15 times 6 equals 90. What is 19 times 12 equals 200 and what? 228. Is that 228? Am I correct? Who can check for me? is what is 19 times 12? Is it equal to 228? Of course. Of course. Teacher doesn't make mistakes. So this is now our new fraction. Now we have to also multiply the 7 over 9. But do you see how big the numbers are? 90 times 7. 228 times 9. Ooh, it's big numbers. Let's first make this one a little bit smaller. Oh, time is running short. Let's first make this one smaller. How will we make it smaller? Let's divide by 2 to start with. So we divide by 2. Divide 2. Divide 2. We get 45 over 114. Now the numbers are getting smaller. So let's multiply now. What is 45 times 9? Times 7. Who is smart enough to know it out of their head? 45 times 7. Is that our answer? 305. 315. What is 45 times 7? Is that 305? This answer here equals 9 and a half for this answer. It's too easy for teacher to calculate. Just by looking at it, I know the answer. What is 45 times 7? 315. Of course. Teacher, never wrong. What is 114 times 9? 114 times 9. 1026. Now the one thing, these are big numbers. You will not get numbers this big in your tests when we work with fractions, because I want us to be able to simplify them and understand what we do. So if we simplify them properly, we'll get our marks. But if the numbers are too big, it takes a long time to simplify. So a problem with numbers this big, you will usually not get unless it is easy to simplify. Like I will give you a number that is this big if the bottom number here is 630. Because then we can simplify it to 1/2. 1/2. Okay. But yes, like a question like this one over here. 95 divided by 10. 95 divided by 10 can either be 9, remainder 5. It can be 9 and a half, or it can be 9.5 as a decimal. But we will look at decimals a little bit later. Decimals can be a little bit more difficult, but we will spend a lot of time on them. But for now, with the fractions, we can easily calculate the fractions if we follow the rules. Is there anyone that does not understand any of the rules of fractions? Is there anyone that does not understand? Remember, if you do not understand, you can always ask me online if you feel a bit shy. Let me see, what is my ID? You can get my line in the group. And if you want to know a question or an answer, or just want to ask a question, you can always contact me online and we can do it together. Remember, me as a teacher, it's my passion to help you. I want to make sure that you are better at doing mathematics or science or understanding. So if you don't understand, please always feel free to ask me. You can contact me directly if you have a question, but maybe you don't want to ask it in front of the whole class. You can always ask me separately, and then I can explain it to you. Okay, but that will be all that we're going to do today. Teacher is a little bit sick from the vaccine, so I don't feel too great. But thank you very much for those that participated, especially for Poom, Leon, and Jasmine. They always seem to be willing to help. Thank you very much. For the rest of you, I hope you understand, but I will see from the tests how your marks are. And then if I'm not happy, then I might contact you directly to ask if you understand or not. Okay. So yes, I said we'll have a test today, but there's no test today. The test will be next week. Okay, next week. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you all for coming to the mathematics class and just doing some exercises and sharing some of your ideas. I hope you guys learned something and I hope you understand. If not, you can always contact me, or you can also contact Teacher Pooh if you don't understand, and she will talk to me. We are here to help you guys, and we want you to become very good at schoolwork. And that's my job, is to try and make school fun and interesting for you. And we'll find some new ways to make it more engaging. I'll look into that to make it a little bit more fun. Because it can be a little bit boring at times, I know. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you guys then tomorrow afternoon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.